Relational databases. Let's start with the king of them all, relational databases. These use tables, rows, and columns like a super organized spreadsheet. Data in one table relates to data in another, using keys. That's where the relational part comes in. Popular examples: MySQL, PostgreSQL, Oracle, Microsoft SQL Server. These are your go-tos for banking systems, e-commerce websites, and anywhere structured, reliable data matters. They're powerful, consistent, and run on good old SQL structured query language. Pros: structured, consistent, great for complex queries. Cons: not flexible with unstructured data, slower with massive scalability. NoSQL Databases, known as not only SQL. They're perfect when your data isn't nice and neat. Think of Facebook posts, YouTube comments, or Internet of Things sensor data. NoSQL handles unstructured and semi-structured data with ease. There are 4 main types. Document stores, like MongoDB. Data is stored in JSON-like documents. Key value stores, like Redis. Think of a giant dictionary. Column stores, like Cassandra, optimized for fast writes and queries. Graph databases, like Neo4, perfect for social networks and connections. Pros: scalable, fast, and flexible. Cons: less structured, sometimes harder to query. NewSQL Databases. You want the consistency of SQL, but the scalability of NoSQL? Meet NewSQL, the hybrid child. Examples: Google Spanner, CockroachDB, VoltDB. It's relational, but built to scale like cloud-native systems. Pros: best of both worlds. Cons: still emerging, less mature than traditional systems. Time series databases. These databases are designed for tracking changes over time. Think stock prices, server CPU loads, or heart rate data. Popular choices: InfluxDB, TimescaleDB. They handle massive amounts of timestamped data quickly. Pros: optimized for time-based data. Cons: not great for general-purpose storage. Graph databases. Want to map relationships like who follows whom or what connects what? Graph databases store nodes and edges instead of rows and columns. They shine in social networks, recommendation engines, and fraud detection. Examples: Neo4j, Amazon Neptune. Pros: great for connected data. Cons: specialized use case, not ideal for tabular data. Object-oriented databases. Built for programmers who love object-oriented languages like Java or Python. Instead of tables, data is stored as objects, just like in code. Example: DB40, ObjectDB. Not as popular today, but useful in embedded systems or simulations. Pros: seamless with OOP code. Cons: less flexible, niche usage. Hierarchical databases. Old school, but worth knowing. Data is organized in a tree-like structure. Think of a company.org chart parent-child relationships. Used in early IBM systems, like IMS, still used in some mainframes. Pros: fast reads for tree-like data. Cons: rigid structure, limited flexibility. Network databases, like hierarchical databases, but each child can have multiple parents. It's more flexible. Imagine a web of connected nodes. Popular in legacy enterprise systems, but not used much in modern apps. Pros: flexible relationships. Cons: complex to design and manage. Multi-model databases. Why choose one type when you can have several? Multi-model databases can store relational, document, graph, and key value data all in one engine. Example: ArengoDB, OrientDB. Perfect for complex applications with diverse data needs. Pros: versatile. Cons: can be heavy or harder to optimize. In-memory databases. Blazing fast because they store data in RAM, not on disk. Example: Redis Memcached. Used for caching, gaming leaderboards, real-time analytics. Pros: super fast. Cons: volatile unless backed up. Distributed databases. These databases are spread out across multiple machines or even data centers. Google, Facebook, and Amazon use them to handle global scale data. Example: Apache Cassandra, Amazon Aurora. Pros: scalable, fault tolerant. Cons: complex architecture and consistency management. Columnar databases. Instead of storing data row by row, these store it column by column. Perfect for analytics and data warehouses like reading only what you need. Example: Amazon Redshift, Apache HBase. Pros: fast analytical queries. Cons: not ideal for transactional data.